Rose, are you sure you did not have surgery? Are you lying to us all? Dun dun dun! Hello everyone, it's Rose and welcome back to Cheap Lazy Vegan and another mukbang slash cook with me video. Yes guys, we are cooking together and we're going to eat together today. This is an episode of Munching Mondays. If you guys don't know, Munching Mondays is my mukbang series. Mukbang, if you did not know, is an eating show, and it is a show where we eat together. Sometimes we cook and then eat, sometimes we just eat. It's just the way it is, okay? First of all, let's acknowledge the fact that I still have wet hair. Yes, I just got out of the shower and I also did not put on any makeup. Yes, so this is what you're gonna get today. Okay, we are doing a no makeup mukbang. This is the real me, guys. Not that you haven't seen me without makeup, okay? Because that is just how I is, okay? Should we get started? Oh my God. So guys, who's excited? Because I am hungry. So I had this idea for a lazy one-pan bibimbap. Bibimbap, if you did not know, is a Korean dish. It basically means mixed rice. That is the definition, that is the translation. And basically it's a dish where you take a lot of different vegetables that have been cooked and you mix everything with some rice and some hot red chili pepper paste, which I will show you later. You know what, let me turn this off because it's too hot already. I have to explain myself. Sorry, I talk in accents. Okay, that's a thing that I do. I'm weird. Basically, usually you cook the vegetables all separately. There's usually spinach, there's bean sprouts, there's all kinds of other veggies that could be added into bibimbap. However, it does sometimes, it is quite time consuming to make, a traditional bibimbap and cook all of the veggies separately and then, put everything together. So I thought, oh my gosh, you know what? Let's make this easier. Okay, let's do the lazy way and make like a kind of like a fried rice style bibimbap. Okay, so we're just gonna like throw in some veggies in here, throw in some rice, mix everything with a sauce, and I think it's gonna be delicious. So let's get started. By the way, guys, if you have not yet subscribed, don't forget to click that subscribe button. Let's cook. I have some random veggies in here. I'm just basically using veggies that I have. So I have some carrots. I also have some oyster mushrooms. I also have some enoki mushrooms. And I also have some baby spinach over here. First thing I'm gonna add, let's put this down. First thing I'm going to add is a little bit of oil. So I have this weird oil device. I don't know if I like it, but anyway, it kind of measures how much you're gonna add. Okay, just a bit of oil. If I need more, I'll add more. I'm gonna get started with the carrots because that's gonna take the longest to cook. Woo! The sizzle. How y'all doing, guys? It's been a while since we did like a cookbang. These are fun, aren't they? I'm gonna actually cover this up for a second. Let it cook. I'm so excited. So I'm not really sure what I'm going to talk about, okay? But I'm going to cook first. So you can feel free to add, any kind of veggies. It's all just up to you guys. I feel like this is cooking pretty fast. Just a few more seconds and then we can add in the other things. Yay! So I am using leftover rice. Because why not? I have a mixture of brown rice and then some brown rice and wild rice mixture. And we're gonna throw that in there later because it's already cooked. All right, guys, so I think we can start throwing in the mushrooms. So we have here some king oyster mushrooms. It wouldn't be a mukbang with me without any mushrooms. I also have some enoki mushrooms. Oh, and I have carrots, not carrots. I have cucumbers here. Mini cucumbers to snack on later. And I'm gonna add in the baby spinach later because spinach cooks really quickly, so. And while that is doing its magic, we're actually gonna make the sauce. Sauce is very simple. You can just literally throw in some gochujang, which is Korean red chili pepper paste. And this is the essential ingredient for bibimbap. That's what it looks like. Woo, I don't know if you can see it, but it's a very thick paste. So because it's a very thick paste, I kind of want to thin it out a little bit before I throw it into this, okay? We're gonna use this bowl. Whew, is it going crazy? It's already like, can you guys hear that sizzle? I wonder how loud this is. You know what, it's not sticking as badly as I thought it would. If it does start to stick, throw in a little splash of water. All right, so in this little bowl, I'm actually gonna throw in a little bit of gochujang. Maybe about that much for me. I like mine quite spicy, so I might need to add a bit more later. So I'm throwing it into the bowl. I'm also gonna throw in a little bit of tamari. This is basically a gluten-free soy sauce. Just a tiny splash. And just to thin it out, I'm just gonna add a little splash of water. Ooh, that was more than a splash, okay? Whew, guys, look at that. So I definitely added more water than I had intended to, but that's okay. It doesn't really matter. I can add a little bit more gochujang. So this is spicy, so depending on if you like spicy food, you probably want to adjust according to your own taste. Everyone has different, you know, levels of tolerance. Okay, let's throw in the spinach. I like to add a lot of spinach. You can also add garlic while you're doing this as well. I'm also gonna throw in some chickpeas. I just have random chickpeas. Once again, these are all pretty much leftovers, okay? I don't know if I'm gonna throw in all of this. This is quite a bit of rice, so I didn't like. Woo! Look at that, guys. The beauty of this is that it is healthy and it is so delicious. Oh my God, it's gonna be so good. Close that up for a second, let it steam up. I'm gonna mix the sauce just a little bit more. And remember, you can always add a little more paste later on. This doesn't have to be the end all be all, so you might wanna start with a little bit and then add more. All right, we're gonna add in the sauce now. See how quick and easy that is? It's basically like a fried rice, but with a gochujang sauce and like less oil. Ooh. Oh my God, it smells good. I think I can add the rest of this. Am I being a pig? I think I'm gonna add in a little bit more sauce since I added more rice. You can even just directly add it like this. Usually Korean people, when we eat bibimbap, we just add the sauce like that, okay? Oh my God. Woo. Pan fried bibimbap. So much easier, hey? I don't know if you've tried making actual authentic bibimbap, but it's like a lot of work. Whew, my arm hurts, guys. I did an arm workout today. So this cooking is kind of it's hard in the arms, okay? Next ingredient is very important. This is toasted sesame oil, 참기름 in Korean, and it is so bomb. It's so, okay, I turned the heat off, by the way. And we're just gonna drizzle a little bit. You don't need a lot, woo, that's more than I usually put. You don't need too much because it is very, very strong. It's just to give it a nice taste, okay? Oh my God, it smells so good. Ooh, you guys, I'm so excited. Woo! Okay, are we ready to dig in? First of all, kimchi, we got kimchi. Let me rearrange some things. I'm just gonna reuse this plate and just use it as my serving plate if I need it. And of course, to drink, I am drinking some bubbly sparkling water. This is the grapefruit flavor. And I swear to God, I am not sponsored by them. I'm still here begging for the sponsorship. I seriously drink one of these at least once a day. It's kind of an addiction. I hope it's not bad for me. Do you guys know? Do you know if sparkling water is bad for you? This one says natural flavor, okay? Oh, it's so good. I also have some kimchi if I need, which of course I will need. And my little cucumbers. And to dip with the cucumbers, I'm going to use this samjang, which is kind of similar to gochujang, but this one's mixed in with soybean paste. So it's like a mixture of gochujang and soybean paste, which is called doenjang. And that I just dip, you know, I'll just show you. So I take this, I dip it. It's just, you need just a tiny amount because it has so much flavor and it's very salty. I can't believe my first bite was a cucumber. Cucumber mukbang. All right, are we ready for this? Wow, it looks epic, doesn't it? Doesn't it look so good? Guys, let's try. I wish I had a bigger spoon. I can't find my like big wooden spoon. Anyways, cheers. Oh my god, guys, this is so good. If you want to have bibimbap at home, this is all you gotta do. Oh my god. That is beyond delicious. Whew. Oh my gosh. Did I mention I did not eat breakfast yet? You know what? Let's have some enoki mushroom. This is my breakfast, guys. And it is an epic breakfast. Enoki mushroom. So, should I answer more assumptions? Oh my god. Oh my god, I love Korean food. More cucumber. It's so good. Let's answer some more assumptions. So if you guys haven't seen part 1 and part 2 of me answering assumptions, then I will link those down below. But if you don't know what I'm talking about, basically I asked on Instagram, what are your assumptions about me? And a lot of people responded, and I'm basically responding to some of those assumptions, letting you know if it's true or false or no comment or whatever. So yeah, it's pretty fun, and I got so many that this is like part 3, okay? It's ridiculous, but you know what? It gives me something to talk about while I'm eating. It's kind of a good thing, okay? First assumption I'm gonna answer. You've never had an issue with your weight and never had a bad relationship with food. Ooh. That, unfortunately, would be incorrect. I've definitely had many issues with my weight. And I just have a pretty bad relationship with food. I think overall, if I look at my life, generally had pretty good relationships with food, but when I was dieting one time, it was not good. I talked about this in one of my previous mukbang videos where I talk about my experience with dieting and why I don't diet anymore. Diet. To me, dieting means like you do something for like a certain period of time that isn't sustainable just to lose weight in that period of time. Like that's to me like what I mean by dieting. Yeah, first of all, I've always had issues with my weight. When I was a teenager, I was definitely like overweight, okay? I was definitely in the chubs category, okay? I'm still like, you know, still got the still got the cheeks happening. But yeah, I was like super insecure about my weight. And when I was like dieting, I was like eating 1,200 calories a day and also like exercising 6 times a week. And at that time, I had a very, very, very bad relationship with food. I was like so obsessed about everything I was eating because I was like, I think that was the first time I was like counting calories. And I did it in like totally the worst way possible, where I was like trying to eat as little as I possibly could. And anytime I would go over the 1,200 calories, I'd be like so guilty, and I would feel like, I don't know, it just felt like I was doing so bad and I had no motivation, even though 1,200 calories now, in hindsight, I'm like 1,200 calories is nothing. So if you guys are interested in hearing that full story of like when I was dieting and stuff, I'll link that video down below. Next assumption. Eyelid surgery? What? It literally just says eyelid surgery, question mark. No, I have not had eyelid surgery. For those of you that don't know, which I'm sure a lot of you have no idea what that is, let me tell you. Let me have a bite first. Eyelid surgery, what this person means, is a type of plastic surgery that is very popular in Asia. It is basically, I think the correct term would be double eyelid surgery. And if you're Asian, you probably know what I'm talking about. If you're not Asian, you probably don't know what I'm talking about. Basically, it's a surgery that Asians get, and I say Asians only because I don't think that this pertains to any other race. It's a surgery that Asians get when they have monolids. So a monolid is someone that does not have a fold on their lid, on their eyelid. So any other person that is not Asian, I think, pretty sure, I could be wrong, there might be like an exception to the rule, but from what I've seen, any other person that's not Asian has a fold on their eyelid. And some Asians have this double eyelid fold where it kind of folds, there's like a line, you know, it's like a crease. I don't want to call it a crease because I think that's a bit different, but it's like that line that folds when you open your eyes. Some people have it when they're Asian, and when I say Asian, I mean generally East Asians, so Chinese, Korean, Japanese specifically. These people, a lot of them have what's called monolids. That means they don't have that fold. Okay, so it's just a flat kind of, even when they open their eyes, they don't have like a fold. It's hard to explain this to somebody that is not Asian because I feel like they're like, what is that? Why is that even a thing? So double eyelid surgery is done in Asia for those people that are monolids that want to have the double eyelid. Double eyelid meaning the fold. It is extremely popular in Korea, that type of plastic surgery, because it is considered more beautiful to have double eyelids. I think it's because when you have double eyelids, your eyes tend to look bigger. They tend to be bigger because obviously if there's like a fold, it's gonna open up your eyes more. I think that is why some people argue that it's because Western features are considered to be more beautiful in Asia. That could be it too. I don't know. Maybe that's, you know, that's the standard of beauty that we look at now. I have no idea, but I think there's multiple reasons as to why it is popular. So yes, this person is asking me if I've ever had double eye, or I don't know, this person is assuming that I had eyelid surgery, and my answer is no. But I have a little story. Even though I have not had double eyelid surgery, when I was younger, I actually had monolids. I did not have double eyelids. And now, I don't know if you guys can see my face, okay, but now I have double eyelids. Dun dun dun! Rose, are you sure you did not have surgery? Are you lying to us all? You can believe me or not, but hand on heart, I can tell you that I did not ever have any sort of plastic surgery. As I got older, somehow, naturally, I developed double eyelids. What? When I was like in high school, you know, let's heat this up more. When I was in high school, I think I like semi had it. So basically, I think what happened was sometimes if you have a lot of fat on your eyelid, if you're like Asian and you have a lot of fat on your eyelid, you are more likely to have monolids, I think. I think what happened was as I got older, maybe my face started losing a little bit of baby fat. I have no idea. My face structure kind of changes as you get older, and that kind of caused the eyelids to lose some fat on the lid, and that caused a fold. That's my guess. But my mom likes to joke around and say that I saved a lot of money. But I mean, I don't think I would have had the surgery anyway, but it is very popular in Korea. It is like, I think the most popular sort of plastic surgery in Korea. It's not even considered to be a huge deal in Korea if you have had plastic surgery like that. I don't even know if they would consider double eyelid surgery plastic surgery. It is like super common. But you know, nowadays I think everyone has had it. So many people have had it that it's almost, I think it's more special if you don't have double eyelids. Do you know what I mean? Kimchi is so good. You guys, I forgot to add this. Seaweed, roasted seaweed. We're gonna add this in. Okay, we're gonna turn this off again. Dry roasted seaweed. This is also really good to add into bibimbap. I do remember in high school, like one started to fold and like one wouldn't fold. It was so annoying. And that had like lopsided eyes, like one eye would be bigger than the other. So I remember wearing like, they have like these tapes. Oh my God, you guys. If you're like not Asian, you're like, what is this? They have these like double eyelid tapes that you can put on to like form a double lid. And I used to like wear those so that I could like form, maybe that's why I have it now. But I doubt that those tapes would have actually like, you know, did anything, to be honest, like in the long run. Like it would of course give me a fold at that time, but I don't think it would have actually created a permanent double eyelid. I actually have another friend that is also Korean and she had the same experience as me. She had monolids and then now she has double eyelids. So we're like, oh cool. Not that it's a big deal, but it's just pretty funny. You don't like living in Calgary. that is the next assumption. If you don't know, I live in a city called Calgary in Canada. And I was basically raised here. I lived in other places too. I used to live in London, UK. Oh, look at that. I also did an exchange semester in Italy and also in Singapore. So I've lived in a few other places, but basically I came back here after I did my working holiday in London, UK. So this person is assuming that I don't like to live in Calgary. Honestly, when I was like early 20s, I really did not like it here. I thought it was boring. That's why I kept leaving. Felt like I didn't really belong here. It's like an oil and gas town, and I have no interest in oil and gas. When I was younger, I really did not like it. And I'm not gonna pretend that I like love it here right now, but it's actually quite nice here in the city. Especially now that I'm like older, I feel like I look at things from a more kind of realistic perspective rather than, you know, daydreaming and being like, oh my god, it would be so much better if I lived in this city and this city and this city. And based on my experiences, yeah, it is exciting to live in like a city like London, for example, because it's fun and there's so much to do all the time. And yeah, it's just, you're more likely to find like-minded people and stuff like that. So for sure, there are benefits living in a big city like that. But also, there are major drawbacks. Major drawbacks? Is that the right word? Major cons to living in a big city. It's very expensive. It's not really a place where you can like settle down, buy a house. It's not really a place where you might be completely feeling safe. Of course, like nowhere in the world is completely safe, but still, like there are certain places that you know are like a bit more dangerous and stuff like that. There might be, you know, more stress involved in living in a bigger city. So I think I've come to realize that there are no perfect places in the world. Every place is gonna have issues and problems and things that you don't like about it. And of course, there are things I don't like about this city, but also, it's a really good place to live. It really is. It's very comfortable here. Don't get me wrong. There are many times when I'm like, oh my god, I want to live somewhere else. But I have to acknowledge that the city has some major pros. First of all, my family's here, which is important. Obviously, it's very important. I have a lot of friends here. It's affordable. It's not like Vancouver and Toronto that are extremely expensive. It's still pretty affordable here. The standard of living is pretty high. So I think last year, there are sirens, okay. I think last year Calgary was voted the 4th most livable place in the world, guys. 4th most livable place in the world. And it's always consistently in the top 10 along with Toronto and Vancouver, I believe. But last year, Calgary was #1 out of any place in Canada. So that's pretty significant. Of course, I do still find the city a bit boring and I don't like certain aspects of it, but I do have to admit that it's a good place to live. It really is. Guys, it's so good. More roasted seaweed. Make a little seaweed wrap. Oh my God, so good. Can't stop. Oh my God. It's so good with seaweed. Kimchi. All right, last bite. Oh, still have a cucumber left. Woo! I guess I'm starting and finishing with the cucumber. Oh my gosh, guys. There are some wildfires right now. It's so smoggy outside. Anyway, perfect day to stay inside and eat some bibimbap. Oh. Oh, my friends. People always ask me, why do you make those sounds when you eat? I'm like, how do you not make sounds when you eat? Okay, it's so good. I can't contain my joy, you know? I'm like eating, I'm so happy. It's so delicious. I don't know what to do with myself. I honestly do that when I eat, like in real life too. It's not just on camera. And honestly, I don't even realize I'm doing it until I'm editing it. I'm like, oh my God. I said like 10 times in this like 5-minute video. Whew. Anyways, you guys, that was my delicious bibimbap, pan-fried bibimbap recipe slash mukbang. I hope you enjoyed this. I really hope you tried this because it was so good. Okay, I think you can tell by this cleaned out pan that it was delicious. So if you enjoyed this video, please give it a big thumbs up. If you're new to this channel, don't forget to subscribe. And of course, guys, let me know if you like these kind of cooking and then eating mukbang videos, or do you prefer a mukbang that is just eating? Or do you like a mix of both? I don't know, guys, because I do think it's fun to kind of cook like this, very chillaxed on the floor in front of you guys. It's a very different experience to when I'm filming my other videos. Anyways, thank you so much to everyone that has watched until the end, okay? I really appreciate you. Once again, if you are new to this channel, don't forget to subscribe, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye!